Ladies and gentlemen, this is your GFW Impact Wrestling report here at OneWrestling.com or One Wrestling Video over at YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a follow on Twitter at One Wrestling. Give me a follow on Twitter at Big Ray Show. And of course, the legendary Bill Apter at Apter One Wrestling. And Big Slam Nation. The entire team is there at Big Slam Nation, guys. Hey, first and foremost, I want to thank the steady hand of OneWrestling.com, that being Carl the cameraman, for being here this morning. I am recording this 8/4/2017, and we're going over Impact Wrestling 8/3/2017. And, you know, first let me say this, guys. One of the reasons why I don't like reading the spoilers is because of, you know, things. Well, basically, there are a few things that happened last night that if I actually watched the spoilers, or if I read the spoilers, not watched them, but if I read the spoilers, I would be absolutely, like, disinterested in the show. The fact that I didn't watch the spoilers actually helped me enjoy the show a hell of a lot more, and I thought the show was actually really, really good. Probably not its best, but I thought it was a very well done show. Even I got Bill Apter. Don't tell anybody. I got Bill Apter actually watching Impact Wrestling, and Bill Apter actually enjoyed the main event very much. From what I understand, you know, his thought process regarding the first match was a little different than me. We're gonna jump into that in a minute, but again, guys, hey, listen. You know, I'm trying to raise awareness for Matilda the Hun, guys. I'm down here in the description box. There's going to be a link leading to her GoFundMe page. You don't know who Matilda the Hun is, really? Well, she is basically one of the pioneers of women's wrestling, part of Glow. Not the Netflix series, guys. I'm talking about Glow, the legitimate original stuff from the 80s, stuff I grew up on, the stuff that, you know, I you know, felt funny around the area, and I didn't know why, and I just couldn't stop watching. Anyway, listen, all jokes aside, guys, you know, we had an amazing interview with her. If you type in Matilda the Hun, One Wrestling, it pops right on up with our brother that passed away, Bill Schuyler. He actually led the charge there on that review, or that interview. So it's a shoot interview, beautiful stuff, guys. Please go check it out. Anyway, listen, here we go. We're going to jump right into the show. We have LAX and then in the clubhouse, and Conan announces that tonight there will be a new member. Again, if I didn't watch the spoilers, which I advise you guys, look, I know it's very difficult. You know, there are a lot of websites that put up the spoilers. Look, even if you kind of know what's going to happen, don't read in depth, guys. I want you to really enjoy this show. Listen, you're saying, oh, pre-tape, you know, it doesn't work nowadays. It does if you know, commit a little bit. If you're a real fan of the product, I think, you know, checking out the spoilers is a little crappy, in my opinion. But it is what it is, guys. Look, and what happened? I said crappy. Okay. I'm not crabby. What, you know? Well, shut up, dude. You know, speaking of crabby, you know, Carl every single day comes in here, you know, and he, by the way, he has a fine looking mustache. He comes in here and, you know, he works, you know, odd hours. It's not my fault. You know, before we used to do it at night, now we're doing it in the morning. It is what it is. I mean, people just want to complain about everything, and that's what a lot of people do about Impact Wrestling. They love to complain about everything. Listen, if the show sucks, I'll tell you the show sucks. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, guys. Almost 8 years here at OneWrestling.com. So it's not like I'm going to put it over because it's, you know, I'm supposed to be reporting it. Listen, if the show is horrible, I will let you know it's horrible. And I thought, again, this show is good. So again, LAX, they announced there is going to be a new member. Is it possible that maybe El Patron's brother, or maybe even the father, that would be crazy, the father, maybe he will be the member of LAX. But you'll find out at the end of this video, guys. And if you looked at the thumbnail, then I think you have a pretty good idea of who the member is. But this is more of a review show, guys, not a reveal. We have Drago versus Desmond Xavier. This is the second round of the Super X Cup, and I got to tell you something, man. Or woman, whoever's watching this right now, especially, you know, the ladies out there. But anyway, second round of the X Cup, where basically the winner of this match will go on to the finals. Now, look, this kid has been my pick from the very beginning. I'm talking about Desmond Xavier. Jump into the match really quickly, guys. The first part of the match was back. Actually, you know what? Let's be real. The entire match was very, very quick paced. Now, I spoke to Bill Apter, and Bill Apter doesn't like the whole choreographed gimmick when it comes to these matches. Now, if you guys are fans of Lucha Style or Lucha Libre, AAA, so on and so forth, what they do is, it is a very choreographed match, but you have to be extremely talented, technically sound and savvy to actually pull this off. And I'm going to tell you right now, Desmond Xavier This kid needs a major push. I think this kid is great. The Drago is fantastic. I hope to God that they keep him on here. I know he's a AAA star, but I would love to see him continue in the X Division within GFW. He is just a great character, great in-ring worker. I mean, the guy is just fantastic. But Desmond Xavier, this young man not only has a good look, not only has a good body, not only has good in-ring skills, but this kid has everything. And he even cut a promo after the match. But let's run back and forth. The match was all back and forth, pretty much the entire match. I mean, there was a beautiful suicide dive by Drago. But anyway, look, and he hit that from the inside over the outside. But anyway, we're gonna fast forward all the way to the end of the match, where you have a back and forth, and eventually we have Drago who hits a running DDT, and I thought, it was 1, 2, 3. He had won a match previously with that move, but Xavier actually kicked out just in time. Now, with all that being said, Desmond Xavier eventually hits a kick around the turnbuckle, and they called it the X19. It's got a variation of the 619. If you don't know who Rey Mysterio is, well, you may be revisiting. He may be revisiting your memories very shortly within GFW. I don't know if I should stooge that off or not, but it is what it is. Too late now, huh? Can't edit it out. Anyway, so yeah, it hits the X19, and then an impressive, a really, really stellar corkscrew splash for the 1, 2, 3. So Desmond Xavier goes over clean on Drago, and again, guys, that gentleman has been my pick. Now, a lot of people are picking ACH. You can go either way. I mean, both guys are extremely charismatic and both excellent in the ring. Now, what are you saying? Charismatic? Last week I said to myself, yeah, they did some pre-recorded stuff with Desmond Xavier. I want to see what the kid sounds like, when he's in front of a crowd. And I thought that he did a very good job, very believable. The only thing is, I'm not going to quote him verbatim, but who walks around and says stuff like, "This is my destiny," I am for... nobody talks like that. But I did like, and he did a little bit of that, but I did like the fact that that Desmond Xavier looked real. It sounded real. I felt real. The kid was pumped up. The kid was hungry. And I gotta be honest, guys. I want you to leave your comments here below. Do you think that Desmond Xavier is the future of the X Division here at GFW Impact Wrestling? We're gonna jump into a couple of segments. We have Mackenzie Mitchell backstage with EC3. And it's going to be the Grand Championship match between EC3 and Moose. And I got to tell you guys, again, Ethan Carter III seems to be having a lot of problems with Bruce Pritchard. The only thing was Bruce Pritchard has become a little bit of a heel. I've been calling this for a couple of weeks, and if you go over to, and if you listen, big fans of podcasts, guys, search the word Hacker Hameen, all one word, guys. And girls. I keep saying just guys. I mean, I'm sure there's a lady demographic. Leave your comments down below if you guys are ladies, or you ladies are guys, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the year 2017. You know what I mean. But listen, here's the deal. Bruce Pritchard, and I've been calling this on the Impact Attack with my co-host, Bin Hameen Ya Allah. Go to www.prowrestlingtees.com/Bin Hameen and buy a shirt, or I will destroy you infidels. He's my cohort, my mentor, one of my mentors besides Bill Apter, and he is just an amazing person. I appreciate him, and we do a great show, guys. Great podcast, usually like 2 hours plus every single Saturday, guys. So subscribe. Also, there's the Conspiracy Horsemen. You have the Infinite Fringe. You have freaking what else? The PW Hustle, and there's going to be... I'm going to stooge this off right now, guys. We're going to be doing an old school podcast where we're going to be reviewing the best old school pay-per-views and the best pay-per-view, the best old school events in professional wrestling. We're going to go way back, and I'm gonna let you guys know a secret. Since it's SummerSlam season, we are going to be reviewing the very first ever SummerSlam in the WWF at the time. So look out for that, guys. And it's going to be all for free at Hacker Hameen Media. Just leave a comment, leave a 5-star rating in iTunes. Listen, here's the deal. And I went off on a tangent, but Mackenzie Mitchell's backstage. Now, what I was talking about, Bruce Pritchard has been, I don't know, like something's gotten under his skin. Something has been bothering Bruce. Something has been altering his thought process. Now, look, within the authority figures, and they got like 10 authority figures, there has to be the one heel, the one guy that stirs the pot, the one straw that stirs the drink. I think that person is going to be Bruce Pritchard. Now we go to a video package hyping up Bobby Lashley and Matt Sydal, which I think is going to be an amazing match moving forward, but we'll get into that a little later. We have Mackenzie Mitchell again as I almost drop my laptop here, guys. Unbelievable. You would think that I have some type of high-class stuff here, but no, not really. All right, we're back. All right, so look, we have Mackenzie Mitchell. She interviews the Patron family. And there's some issues going back and forth between El Patron, who doesn't really trust his own brother. Cain and Abel, anybody? You don't have to know the Bible to know what the hell I'm talking about. The Undertaker and Cain, little similarities there. But listen, here's the deal. I don't understand why Bruce Pritchard and Karen Jarrett came out to, stop bickering and whatever. The family fights is what it is. You love who you fight with, and that is true. Trevor Lee versus the Mumbai Cat. Now, if you don't know who the Mumbai Cat is, apparently Mumbai Cats are from India. They're a tag team over there, an indie tag team, but I don't know. Are they a gimmick tag team, Carl? I mean, are these guys legit? I never heard of the guys before, and I don't know. But anyway, he's going to be fighting Mumbai Cat #1, and Trevor Lee is walking in with the X Division title, and he wears the X Division title the entire match. How did you keep that thing on, by the way? I do not know. But it was a solid match until one of the Mumbai Cats hear me out. Mumbai Cat #1 goes out of the ring, or falls out of the ring, and then Twin Magic under the ring, Mumbai Cat #2 comes in, and Mumbai Cat, why can't I say Mumbai? Mumbai Cat has just some similar traits to another wrestler that, again, if I read the spoilers, I'd be really pissed off to know it was him. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I knew it was the man. I knew it was the real X Division champion, that being Sanjay Dutt, who actually comes in the ring, cleans house, and hits the flying, leaping splash for the 1-2-3. Now, after the match, Bruce Pritchard and security try to remove Sanjay Dutt, but Sanjay Dutt actually grabs the mic and says that, look, man, I want to hang that belt over the ring, over the ring at Destination X, and we're going to have a good old-fashioned ladder match. And then he is peacefully escorted out of the building. So, Twin Magic by the Mumbai Cats, that being Sanjay Dutt. They play a video about Bobby Lashley in the gym, and he's working with American Top Team. Now, again, guys, with the Conspiracy Horsemen, it is Ben Hameen, it is Big Sal, formerly of ECW, it is the Greek Papadon, and, of course, Mr. Blue World Order himself, formerly of ECW, formerly of the WWE, Dancing Stevie Richards. And Dancing Stevie Richards, guys, I'm not stooging this off. If you guys, follow Ben Hameen, you know that he's going to be working with American Top Team. Wow, that is amazing. So congratulations, Stevie Richards, and he's going to be helping with the strength and conditioning. I had a giant cup of coffee this morning from 7-Eleven, and I had the Colombian style gimmick, really strong stuff, just a little bit of cream, no sugar. As you know, I don't know if you can see that, trying to bring the gun show back, ladies and gentlemen. I had, gained a few pounds. I'm trying to get all jacked up with my beautiful lady Jennifer. Anyway. No, but seriously, man, I'm super psyched, that Stevie Richards is going to be working with American Top Team, and hopefully, they're going to be talking about that a little more in the next couple of episodes of the Conspiracy Horsemen. But yeah, they put over the fact that, some people are saying that Bobby Lashley can't do both, can't be a two-sport athlete, which I got to be honest. Look, the life of a professional wrestler is a tough one. The fact that Bobby Lashley isn't traveling as much as he would if he was with the WWE, I think helps his cause. But the fact that he's training with American Top Team, who is, again, one of the top teams in mixed martial arts, fantastic. And I like the whole gimmick that they're doing there. But anyway, we have a backstage conversation earlier between Grado and Joseph Park, if you're from Boston. They're discussing trying to get Laurel Van Ness to marry Grado, and the Scotsman asks about Congo Kong. And Park says, I got something. I got something for the big gorilla. Anyway, we'll see. Then we have Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. With Chris Adonis versus Eddie Edwards. But the match does not happen, because Congo Kong is really pissed off. Congo Kong is backstage just wrecking havoc. He does not want Laurel Van Ness to marry Grado. People think he's just being a savage. People think he's just being like King Kong, very possessive. But look, maybe he just watched TV the other week and noticed that Grado is just using Laurel Van Ness to get his green card. I mean, really? I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, I'm sure they have TV in the Congo, right? Smartphones or anything? Anyway, this is what it is. So yeah, that match doesn't happen. I mean, Congo just totally destroys Eddie Edwards backstage, which will probably lead into a match maybe next week. I don't know for sure. I don't read the spoilers. Then we have EC3, Ethan Carter III versus Moose for the Grand Championship. Now I'm going to run through this really quickly. Again, EC3 really in the face of Bruce Pritchard. you know, they're just been going at it week after week, saying that Bruce Pritchard's crooked and all this stuff. And again, Bruce Pritchard does have those heel tendencies. They scored the first round, a split decision. EC3, in my opinion, easily won the first round. This is, again, my opinion. I'm not going to break down the entire match. Too long, guys. You're going to have to go back to ImpactWrestling.com to check out the entire match. EC3, they say, controlled the first 2 minutes of the second round. And then after that, you know, you have Moose who gets fired up and does his thing. And they gave the second round to Moose by split decision. I got to be honest with you guys. If I was a judge, and let's say this wasn't kayfabe, if I was shooting on this, I think EC3 won the first 2 rounds, to be honest with you, and then Moose won the third round, in my opinion. But this is just crazy. So the judges scored the third round, that being Scott D'Amore and Dutch Mantell, 10-10, split decision. Then you get Bruce Pritchard, who scores the match 10-8. And I'm like, okay, obvious. Bruce Pritchard having issues with EC3. They're going to give the match to Moose. Moose. I got to do that 3 times. But no. He scored the match 10-8. That round 10-8 for EC3. Again, if I watched the spoilers, guys, I wouldn't have. I was shocked. I popped. I was like, oh, whoa, wait a second. I did not expect this. Ethan Carter III is your new grand champion. I gotta be honest, I'm super happy. You know, this is a gimmick that I wasn't really excited about coming when it first started. I thought it was kind of stupid, to be honest with you, but they've been booking it well. I gotta be honest. The grand championship is a good mid-card title. It's different, and it's something that you can defend on TV every single week. Love it. I fall in love with the grand championship. Gotta be honest. I don't like the belt as much. I think it looks silly. Maybe they should change it around. Maybe they will. From what I hear, they're not. The other major titles will be changing, but X Division title I think is going to stay the same as well. Maybe they change the color, or maybe not, because it does have the green X. But anyway, then we move on to a match with KM Mario Baccara Falaba, the big Valboski over there, Suicide versus Suicide, Braxton Sutter and Gredo, who is super over with the fans, guys. This was a really fun match, really solid match, guys. I love KM's intro music, by the way. We fast forward to the end of the match where the entire match just basically breaks down, everybody getting involved, but we have Braxton Sutter who's able to shove KM over to Grado, who rolls KM. Whoa, what a roll-up pin for the 1-2-3. Grado pins KM here. I gotta be honest also, Falaba, I think, had a good showing in this match. I hate when he goes out of the ring. I think it should be very difficult to push the big man out of the ring. Not as tall though, but he's big and very athletic. And I thought Falaba was actually the star of this match. Watch the match back. He did a couple of cool things. He did, you know, flying cross bodies. He did this really weird gimmick move where he just, I can't freaking describe it. All right, you know when you're making pizza with the whole rolling pin? Well, that's what he did on his opponent. He just rolled over on his opponent. It was just crazy. But after the match, we have Grado who, he says, Laurel Van Ness, please join me to the ring. I need your answer. I know I'm doing it horrible. Anybody from Scotland, please smack me in the face. $5 face slaps from Bin Hamin, y'all. Joseph Park walks down Laurel Van Ness, but Congo Kong comes to the ring, and it just all went to the, you know, crapper. After that, Grado tried to fight him off, but Congo Kong just too strong, too powerful, too big. He goes to the top rope. He's about to kill Grado. Yes, he's going for the top rope for the Jimmy Superfly Snooker. I can't talk. For the Jimmy Superfly Snooker type splash. But no, Laurel Van Ness stops him. And Grado's able to roll out of the ring. What kind of plan is this? What kind of plan is this, Carl? I don't understand this garbage. I thought Joseph Park had a plan. I think I have an idea what the plan is, and I think it may involve his brother, Abyss. Now, for some reason, you have Allie, who's, you know, she wants to hang around, and look, not for some reason. I mean, she's a sweetheart, but you see the heel wheel turn with Braxton Sutter. He's going to be a bad guy. It's going to be a Macho Man Elizabeth type of gimmick. I have a good feeling. I mean, you have the sweet, beautiful Allie, and Braxton Sutter is just, you know, becoming more and more like, I don't give a about anyone. It doesn't help anyone out. Backstage, backstage, Mackenzie Mitchell actually interviews them, and he's like, "Look, everything is fine. I'm not gonna get involved. I'm not gonna get myself hurt. I'm not gonna get you hurt." That being, Cherry Bomb, not Cherry Bomb. Sorry, not Cherry Bomb. Allie, that is her name on the Indies. Sorry, Pepper Parks. We had them on the Canon Wrestling Show, by the way. You can find that here. They're awesome people. But yes, seriously, man, it was just like so much. I don't know, man. She really, and she puts her head down. She walks away. Good stuff, man. I like it. I like where this is moving. Now we have a bunch of segments. I'm going to run through this really quickly before the main event of the evening. We have Mackenzie Mitchell backstage with Conan in LAX, and Conan. I love the fact that he called her random girl number 5, random white girl number 5. A little racist, but it's wrestling. There's a lot of racism in wrestling. Just go back and watch a Greg the Hammer Valentine interview with Junkyard Dog. It's horrible stuff. He would never have gotten away with that stuff nowadays. And he tells her to shut her mouth, and he says that Patron made 2 mistakes. First, lying to him, and second was, basically trusting him and his partners tonight. So, it'll be interesting. Then we have EC3, who comes down wearing the Grand Championship, and he grabs the microphone and tells the Grand Championship that he loves the Grand Championship, that he is in love with the Grand Championship. Then he ever so gently kisses the Grand Championship and says, baby, do you want to get out of here, baby? I could have swore I heard the Grand Championship say, oh yes. But anyway, I like that. Really cool. Now we have the main event of the evening. It is LAX, represented by Homicide, Ortiz, and Santana, versus El Patrón, Alberto El Patrón, Dos Caras y El Hijo de Dos Caras. Not the Hijo, El Hijo. Anyway, dude, we're gonna fast forward because a lot of stuff happened. Now, one thing, Homicide's been in the ring twice now. Last week gets squashed. This week, Homicide goes in and sells to a 78-year-old man. And just like, why? The guy's the best freaking guy in the ring. He is the best. I think he's the best in-ring performer out of everybody. Even El Patron, I swear. This guy's so damn good. But they got him, I don't know, putting over 78-year-old men in mass who had a slap party. I should really turn that cell phone off. Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, I just wasn't a fan of that. I know he's not injured. I keep harping on this. I really just hope they give, I don't know, I hope they give Homicide a good run here. But anyway, we're going to fast forward all the way at the end of the match because this match was all over the place. I didn't know were there no rules in this match because there were chairs being brought in the match. Anyway, we have El Hijo de Dos Caras come in the ring with a chair. Looks like he's about to hit his brother, but no, he attacks Homicide instead. He gets Homicide in the arm breaker, and that being Alberto El Patron. But while he has Homicide in the arm breaker, ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, Low-Key comes out with the Warrior's Way on El Patron. And he's wearing his suit, which I hate, and it has the LAX gimmick on the back, the symbol, I guess you would say. Wow. That was crazy. Santana comes in and pins Alberto Del Rio. Again, I didn't watch the spoilers. I didn't know what this was going to happen. So I was quite surprised to see that it was, well, I don't know, man. I mean, how do I feel about this? How do you guys feel about this? You know, I always give my opinions here. I want to know what you guys think. Please leave your comments here below, guys, and give us a follow again. Hey, we're also on Facebook, guys. Just check One Wrestling. But listen, guys, look. That was the match. That was the night. It was a solid match between both teams. I thought that the Hijo de Dos Caras actually did a solid job. El Patron looked really good, really strong. Even Dad, I gotta be honest. Hey, listen, if I'm 906 years old and I'm in the ring looking that good, God bless him. It is what it is. But yeah, Low-Key is now a member of LAX, and apparently he is the one that will be going for the World Championship. I guess he's going to go into a program with El Patron, which is very interesting. Low-Key has been there from the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think, this is my question to you guys, and please leave specifically what you feel down below. Do you think GFW will pull the trigger on putting the GFW World title on Low-Key? Is this going to happen? Is it believable? Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, I always say this, I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking lucha libre or wrestling. Very global feel to this match. A lot of people from all over the world. But listen, again, ladies and gentlemen, go to the GoFundMe page, Matilda the Hun down below. Follow me on Twitter at Big Ray Show. Follow us at One Wrestling. Follow Bill Apter at After One Wrestling. Hey guys, look, you got Billy Ray Valentine, the Professor, A-Track Brown, Connor Kayfabe, and of course Travis Volts. Oh, by the way, about Travis Volts, he has an awesome new indie show here at OneWrestling.com, guys. Check it out. It's really cool stuff. He's got full matches, and you know, he talks about the full matches, basically going over all the indie stuff. So again, it's the Pro Wrestling Indie Journal. So you got to check that out, guys, along with his reviews. He is just all around. You know, I'm gonna say something a little personal. You know, when we lost Bill Schuyler, who always sits right over my shoulder, and Travis, you know, I just want to make this again very personal to you. I just find it funny. You know, I don't know if you know this, Travis, but Bill Schuyler was a former worker like you. He was a corrections officer like you. He was an awesome guy like you. And he had like 1,000 shows on OneWrestling.com. Like you. I'm sure if Bill Schuyler was here, he'd be proud to call you a member of the family and a Big Slam Nation brother. So thank you for all you do, my friend. I sincerely and gratefully appreciate you, and I know Bill Schuyler is smiling down. So in the words of the legendary Bill Apter, we'll see you at the matches. In the words of my brother Bill Schuyler in heaven, we'll see you down the road. See you next week, guys, and look out for the Impact Attack with Bin Hameen, Big Ray, and that infidel Connor Kayfabe. Yalla. Peace, guys.